By having all freshmen in the program, we're hoping that we'll be able to increase our sections next year of AVID, and also that we'll have more students accepted and applied and accepted to four-year colleges upon graduation. So we're excited. I love teaching it because, like I said, I get to watch them grow up from freshman year on, and then it's very rewarding to AVID teachers to have a student walk in your door with an acceptance letter saying, I got in, I got accepted. And we honor that, we laminate them, we put them on the wall, we celebrate, we clap. For a lot of our students, they're the first in their family to go to college. Some of them are the first in their family to graduate high school. And we talk about, right now we're talking about what are our strengths. We're doing some team building projects because I want them to be able to connect with each other as well as me. But when things get hard in Algebra 2 or economics, those projects, who can you go to? Who are your strengths? Who are your resources? So we're doing a lot of connecting, and that's helping them build a network of support. Let's see, what I think I might do is just kind of go through the handouts a little bit now, and I'll point out some key things. And so first, I'll speak to the freshman parents. The contract, these are the things that they're agreeing upon, and you as parents are agreeing upon. These are things that we're really focusing on to get them, just to give them a very strong foundation as freshmen, so that as they continue through high school, they're ready. Whether they're going to go on a career pathway path, or the AVID pathway, or if they want to do both, and they can do both at our school. The main focus right now is helping them understand that there are different types of colleges. We have this whole activity that we do where they learn that UC Davis has different requirements to get in compared to Sac City, and that there's two-year colleges and there's four-year colleges, and we teach them about the different degree programs. And they do research projects on careers, so they know if I want to be an astrophysicist, what is the type of college I want to think about going to? What would be the courses that I want to take? What is the major that I would be focusing on? And so in freshman AVID, it's a lot of researching, it's a lot of just soul searching, but it's also foundational skills like Cornell notes. And I gave you a copy of the Cornell notes, and I'm going to go over this in just a second. Teaching them about taking notes, note-taking, teaching them about organization. They have to have a binder with dividers for all their subjects. They have to have a pouch, they have to have 2 pencils, 2 pens, a highlighter. And what we're teaching them is, if you want to be successful, you need to be prepared at all times. And they have binder checks once a week. They were just given these last week and today in their English classes. These are the San Juan School Planner. This has wonderful information. It lists all the school events for the year in this, but it also has a day-by-day. So in AVID class, they're learning to write down their homework every day. They're learning to keep track. There's a section in here to keep track of your grades. And we're teaching them about time management. And so if your student ever says, well, I don't have any homework, ask to see their planner, all right? They have every Friday in their AVID class, they will have a binder check for the materials and supplies, and they'll check to see if they're writing their things down. If they tell you they don't have homework, be concerned. They always have homework, especially English. They should always be reading. We've adopted a policy this year in the English department. They have to read 20 books outside of class for the entire year. And they're books of their choice. They get to choose what books they want to read. They have certain genres. So many nonfiction, so many fiction, so many mythology, but they have to add to 20, and it's of their choice. And each English teacher has a different procedure on how they assess whether they've read the book or not. But that is homework that they should always be doing if they tell you they don't have anything, they have reading. So the planner, thank you Romeo for letting me borrow this. Remember, you want to put your name on that. We're also using these as the pass this year. So if they need a restroom pass or something, the teachers are just signing the bottom of their planner, and your name's on it so nobody takes it. You know, you don't lose it, so you have it. Yes.
I just, since these folks, a couple of them have to leave a little early, I wanted to say a about the reading.
Yes.
So my son is also a freshman, and we figured out together that to get in the, because you never know about how many pages the book is going to be, but for a 150-page book for the whole year, if you read 6 days a week, it comes out to something like 13 pages a day.
Yes.
So we figured all that out so that he knows every single day, you know, how many pages starting now. So that, I mean, you can figure that out based on how many, you know, he or she wants to do. But it's kind of a good thing to start now and put it in a planner. So, like you said, so that this kind of makes it specific.
The thing is this is sort of outside of this, but I always like to tell parents this. You feel like sometimes you're bothering them when you ask how their day was, and you feel like maybe you're bothering them if you ask, did you have, you know, how was your test in math, or do you have any homework? They're always going to give you kind of the snotty answer, because that's their job, okay? But when you stop asking, that's when they worry. They want you to ask. They want to be recognized. It reminds them that you love them. And it's when you stop asking that they get the message that you don't care, and that's when they stop caring. And so don't feel like you're bothering them. That is their job. And when you ask to see their planner and you get in their business and let me see your homework, I'll really see if it's done, they're going to have total attitude, but that's their job, and your job is to keep loving them and telling them that you want them to be successful by asking them. And it's hard because we get so much attitude sometimes, you know, that it's hard to remember that at times. You had a question?
Yeah, I think this is absolutely outstanding to do this with freshmen, but I have a sophomore, so what's my sophomore going to do? She didn't have this opportunity.
She can apply for the program. What we do is we have an application. She can come see me tomorrow. If we just tell her I'm in D1. At lunchtime, I can give her an application.
Well, what if she doesn't want to?
Well, that's the problem. They have to want to because there's requirements. And I'm going to go through the other contracts in just a second for the upper grades. There's a whole list of things they have to continue to do to stay in the program. And that's part of it is to maintain the integrity of the program, to let them know that they're role models, that there's a certain list of things they need to do to be successful to go off to college. And I do have students that I accept but fall apart and get taken out of the program. And I have a few right now who were taken out because of grades or bad choices, and they're wanting back in, but they don't get back in until they've proven to me through grades and behavior in January that they are ready to come back.
I mean, she's an A student, but the problem is she doesn't think she needs it.
And what I have in my experience, when we force them, they rebel even worse.
See, that's why I wish this had been in place last year.
Right, right. But what we are doing, just to make you feel better, we are, because of the success of the program, we are using strategies school-wide. So the students in here can tell you that Cornell Notes are an AVID strategy, but they're using them in other classes. Learning logs, thought questions, those are in all of their classes. So she's going to get some of these pieces, just not some of the direct one-on-one pieces I spoke about. Okay, so the freshman contract, this just gives you an overview of the expectations of freshmen. We're teaching them study skills, we're teaching them the types of colleges, we're teaching them how to stay organized, time management, do your homework. We're teaching them that you can't get Fs if you want to graduate high school. It's shocking to me that so many kids don't know that at times. We teach them what there are certain classes that you need to take to graduate. There's certain classes that you need to take if you want to go to four-year college. Those are called A through G. We teach them what those are, and they have to maintain these things. If they don't, we meet with you, we call them in, we try to set up an arrangement to help them to be successful. And so part of that is the mentoring program. We've talked to them about the mentoring program. Every freshman is assigned a mentor this year, and it's usually a junior or senior student. And if they haven't found out who their mentor is, they will. They're still matching some of the students right now. But the juniors and seniors have all agreed to connect with one freshman, and this is sort of someone to connect and guide them. And when we have a student who's falling apart, one of our resources is to be able to go to the mentor and say, you know, we need you to help get involved. And if the situation is beyond the mentor's ability, then we're not obviously going to do that. We'll work with parents and such. But this is just another way to support our freshmen